Now she's teasing a big announcement that she claims will result in some of her opponents being arrested and charged.
A Dalton home that she leased to Mayor Tiffany Henyard has filed eviction papers. She says
Here's a refined version of the text with improved flow, clarity, and readability. In the small Illinois community of Dune, Mayor Tiffany Henyard's leadership has become the center of a political firestorm, resembling more of a reality TV scandal than a local government crisis. Once considered a rising political star, Henyard now faces serious allegations of corruption, mismanagement, and misuse of public funds, throwing the village into turmoil. The most shocking accusation came from local figure Chris Gonzalez, who publicly claimed that Henyard orchestrated the theft of over $2 million in public funds, money meant for essential community services and development projects. Instead, Gonzalez alleges the funds were funneled into questionable contracts, luxury expenses, and personal indulgences at the expense of Dune's taxpayers. His claims, made during a recent town meeting, ignited outrage among residents, adding fuel to the already simmering tensions between Henyard and the village trustees. Hostility between the mayor and local officials has escalated at nearly every public gathering, with the scandal shaking the village to its core. Concerns over Henyard's governance intensified after a series of questionable financial decisions came to light. One particularly controversial move occurred when banners featuring Henyard's face and the phrase "Super Mayor" were placed along a major route through Dune. While seemingly harmless, the village trustees condemned the project as an inappropriate use of public funds for self-promotion. When workers attempted to remove the banners, Henyard reportedly called the police, demanding charges be filed against those responsible. To make matters worse, the village still owes $2,000 to the vendor who created the banners, an unpaid bill, despite mounting public backlash. As financial mismanagement and allegations of corruption continue to unfold, Henyard's leadership faces increasing scrutiny. Accusations of reckless spending, self-serving decisions, and a disregard for public trust have left many wondering whether her tenure will bring the village to the brink of collapse. Dune's residents, already grappling with unanswered questions, now fear the situation may spiral beyond repair. The controversy worsened when reports surfaced about Henyard's personal financial troubles. Her landlord has filed a lawsuit against her and her boyfriend, alleging they have not paid rent since August, despite their combined taxpayer-funded salaries exceeding $300,000 per year. The lawsuit also raises concerns about maintenance issues, including claims that the couple changed the garage codes, complicating access to the property. Henyard's failure to address the matter has only deepened public frustration and fueled accusations that she is neglecting her responsibilities, not just as a mayor, but also as a tenant. Despite the growing scandal, Henyard has remained defiant. During a public meeting, she dismissed concerns from residents, stating, "Many of you come to this mic and talk about nothing. Nothing. And when I say nothing, you're talking about Tiffany Henyard." Her remarks stunned the audience, further alienating her from the people she was elected to serve. Rather than engaging with the community's pressing issues, Henyard has taken a combative stance, even publicly threatening legal action against those who criticize her leadership. One of the most recent flashpoints in the crisis was Henyard's controversial appointment of Ronald Bohr as the new head of the police department. The Illinois Law Enforcement Training and Standards Board had deemed Bohr ineligible due to missing paperwork and failure to meet requalification standards. Despite warnings that he should be removed from public service, Henyard pushed ahead with his appointment, securing a judge's approval for a temporary 30-day term. This decision only deepened tensions with the village trustees, who expressed strong objections to her disregard for proper governance procedures. Critics argue that her unilateral approach to leadership is reckless, further eroding public trust. Adding to the growing dissent, former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot has publicly criticized Henyard, accusing her of financial mismanagement. Lightfoot claims that millions of dollars intended for infrastructure and community development have either been stolen or misused, worsening Dune's financial crisis. She did not hold back in her critique, stating, "The people of Dune deserve accountability and transparency, and Mayor Henyard has failed them on both counts. You don't even have the decency to look us in the face, but you'd rather just steal our money and do what you want to do." As the pressure on Henyard mounts, Public frustration continues to grow. Many residents demand answers about the missing funds and question whether the village can recover from the financial turmoil under her leadership. Despite this, Henry has announced her intention to run for a second term, a move that has